there's just the bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket...
Hello everybody, this is Dr. F999, and welcome back to Let's Play the Stanley Parable 2. Okay, so we're back at it again, and last time we had, we're always gonna carry the bucket with us because this is the Stanley Parable 2 and we have to carry the bucket. There's no way we can't. Or maybe, I don't know. In the game again? Anyways, so right now we are, Anyway. Yeah. There we go. Get in the game again. So last time we turned off the mind control facility.
All of this?
Actually, let me try the game again. I'm gonna do it 10 times. 1, 2. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my God! We actually have.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh my
Perhaps
God!
He had simply missed.
We actually have the blue office now. All right. Okay, I can't. We can have a bucket here.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
God. Oh, my bucket. I'm so comfort with this hard metal bucket. Yeah, because when I go to bed at night, I love... Welcome to the whiteboard ending. That's right! This isn't a Source game anymore, it's Unity! I can't do... Because last time it's a console bark, and if you actually... Well, I never tested it out in the original Stanley Parable, but like... if you type bark into the console, every time you click E... Wait. No way. It works! Oh my God, it actually works. Oh, I'm keeping that open. I'm so glad that you... Oh, this is amazing. Alright. I like how that there's not even offices at this point.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office.
Yep.
Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to go.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, that was my my other cat, Sita. She's fighting Figaro. I really gotta make that vlog explaining Figaro and his sudden appearance. I should do that at some point. Anyway. Also, as I was saying, I didn't realize that I was hearing voices now. Where did that come from? Oh yeah, that I was hearing voices from the metal bucket. I like how I spam the dog noise and I just hear cats fighting.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Yes.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Okay.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
The bucket is my The bucket is my Jiminy Cricket. Can I get up here? I feel like I can. Hang on. Yeah, the bucket is my... Or Sebastian.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Our great life story of our friendship with me and the bucket. We went through a door. We went through a room.
Was where the bucket felt most truly at home. here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
That's where a bucket belongs, in a lounge. Yeah, we walked through a door. We went through a hallway. Or no, here's our life story.
Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
Sure. Yeah, this is our life story. We met in the other workplace. I picked him up. We went through some hallways. We went through the door on the right. Or we went through a door. We went through another hallway. We went through another door. And then we ended up here. Boom. Life story finished. Alright.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge. And they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
That's strange.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
This feels like a completely different story or game now. Just me carrying a bucket.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Sure.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
God.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Is that the same dialogue? I feel like it's the same dialogue. I never actually looked around.
2845.
Jesus. Actually, I'm kind of wondering if the dialogue changes. Or maybe it does change, I don't know.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened
okay,
all by
no,
itself.
it's,
and Stanley got the hell along with the storm.
It's the same dialogue.
What did he do?
Yeah, no, it's the same dialogue. Although it could be different. Oh, I didn't even realize I could push that button multiple times. Alright.
The elevator...
It still works. Alright. Yeah, let me just restart. I want to see if I can, Come on, load it up. There we go. I don't have the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Actually, I want to try something. Hang on.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Huh. You know, there's actually... The door doesn't open that way, but, like... Because originally he was walking, this way.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright. I want to see if the dialogue was...
Still no one was here.
Hang on.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire.
Oh, okay, no, the dialogue's the same in
Even
this.
now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always.
Yep, it's the same.
The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yeah, probably.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Certainly. Definitely. How do you buy? Oh, it's just saying button pressing. Alright. Loading, 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 loading.
The elevator raced down.
Oh, okay, I guess this
plummeting
cutscene
towards an
doesn't
unknown
get
fate.
skipped, I guess.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
Yeah, sure.
Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I don't know.
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Speedrun.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I forgot how really silly.
Was the bucket under
But
the mind
that's the
control
thing, it's a good
facility's
silly. I like
influence
this
as
type
well?
of silly.
Had the bucket been
Trying to
told
itch
to
on my
do
arm.
things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
That so cracks me up.
Else's control.
No!
Never! He
Just
squeezed the
screaming
bucket
into
tighter.
a bucket.
His one
I want to
friend
do
in
that
the
now. I
entire
don't know
world.
why. I just want to
At this
scream into a
point,
bucket.
he could trust no one except for the bucket.
The bucket. Oh my god. What? Imagine if the big twist was the bucket was in control. Was the one the one controlling everything.
But
That would
here
be
was the
amazing.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Well, how about not?
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button
Oh
that
my
turned
God.
on the controls.
Really?
Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
No
To
way.
take over the machine and claim the
Oh,
power for
okay, no,
itself?
he's... Oh my
How could the
god.
bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when
Oh,
suddenly
Jesus, right.
an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What?
Birds. Silly birds.
What the
The control
fuck?
buttons became active again.
What? What? Why are there just flamingos on the screen now?
Stanley flipped through one video of silly
Oh
birds
my
after
God.
another,
Oh,
and then it
penguins.
dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
Oh, jeez.
Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, living through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
God.
Of all the possible
macaws.
paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
I love macaws.
And Stanley
Are you serious? Are you serious right now? That's the ending. That this wasn't a silly birds. That this wasn't a mind control. It was a bird watching. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, I'm back here. Wait.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Why is it...
What could it mean?
Have that
Stanley
on.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Gimme. Wait, does it... No! Oh, I thought... Oh,
All of his co-workers
alright.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All the
No
balloons.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
I
co-workers.
like all the flirting balloons. Jesus, there's even a balloon in there. Are there balloons? No. Alright. I want to see if I can restart. And see if there's any, like...
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Let's see if there's any, like, flirting, yeah. Whoops.
Oh, and
Okay. Any...
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
We have
Perhaps
rain.
he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, cool. We have, flirting rain. I guess it's a thing.
When Stanley came to...
Any more secrets you want to share? The
All
thing
of his
flipped.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nope, still nothing. Nope. Ooh. I already saw the other Stanley walk past.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Oh my god, there's literally a balloon on someone's desk. That's amazing. Jesus. Nope, nothing. Actually, I wonder if I can... I have an idea. Hang on.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
I have an idea. Well, let me just look. Okay. Just give me a minute.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Just looking everywhere.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. Someone was following Stanley. He was
Nope.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's the other Stanley. So weird that he's walking the other direction.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Alright. Just a second, let me just... Nope.
All of his... All of his co-workers co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, these are active. Alright. That's cool.
All of his co-workers were... All of his... All of it...
Oh. Oh, I have the hallway. Okay. I like how there's just a bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
I don't think warmth is how you describe
Stanley
a
touched
cold
the
metal bucket. Actually,
to his chest.
hang on.
And this was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful.
Okay, yeah, I know, it's the same dog. Alright, hang on.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
Oh, the
So
bar,
thought
the
of
bar
total
thing is gone. I
solitude
just
was
realized that so
terrifying
that
to
you don't miss the bucket. Alright. Huh. I just realized that.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Hey, now.
All of his...
Alright, hang on, wait. Give me the bucket, give me the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
Hey Stanley, it's me. Just calling to let you know that you left your bucket at home. Silly.
Is that the same voice
It's
actor?
okay, I'm off to pick up groceries soon, so I could swing by your work and drop the bucket off at... Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
This isn't your bucket. Wait, whose bucket is this? Well, it doesn't belong to anyone else. I guess we could just, you know, keep it. Yeah, I'd really like to hang out with this bucket for a while. Oh, sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, have a nice day at work. I'll be here at home with my bucket. Bye, Stanley.
Are you cheating on me with a bucket? Well, that's okay, because I'm also cheating on you with a bucket. So everyone's happy. Anyway, you know, I actually never really looked at these papers on the ground. Huh. I'll look at them another time. Alright, yeah, that's what I wanted to try and do. Alright, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed that. So, yeah, anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!